and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Araba Elevates. If this is your first time here on this channel, I do share any and everything that has helped me move a step further in life. Thank you all for being here. Consider subscribing if you haven't yet subscribed, and please, at the end of this video, if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below, let me know what you think about this video. But before I start today's video, I just want to give a disclaimer, okay? So a lot of my subscribers know me personally, and it's like they have my phone number, or they know me, like as in they have physical contact with me. And I just want to say, please respect the fact that this video is a very vulnerable video. I do not want anybody coming to me and say, oh, I used to do this, and try to be the hero in my life and try to save me. Please, I do not need saving. If I did, I would come to you, okay? So that being said, let's start with today's video. So today's video, we are going to be addressing insecurities, and we are in a world where it's like the best wins. Obviously, we are a lot. We are a lot. So obviously there's competition, and it's like you can only choose the best because of competition, basically. So it's like when you go to the work industry, you have to have a CV. You have to have, like, your CV has to be impressive. People use shortcuts, but just work with me. The CV has to be impressive. You have to have this master's degree. You have to have this experience. So it's like, it's just a lot, and it's crazy because it can become very exhausting, and we have so many unrealistic expectations because we are trying to beat the competition. Trying to even enter into a relationship, it's like you have to show or prove that you are worthy of this guy or this girl. And for me, to be honest, I cannot be bothered. It's exhausting. Already being a human being living on planet Earth, it's already exhausting, and because of that, a lot of us have become insecure about a lot of things that God has actually blessed us with to be a blessing. Okay, if you know me, or if you are somebody who has like a physical contact with me, you know that I'm short, I'm smallish, I don't have big fronts, and I am perfect size. I'm a cute little size, okay? And these are features that have been picked on by a lot of people. Like certain things I've heard that people have said, it's crazy. I don't even want to say certain things, like, okay, I'm just gonna say one, and please do not come in. I'm warning those of you who know me personally. Don't come and say, oh, Araba, I'm sorry. Please don't be sorry. I'm okay. Like, I'm making this video for you to reflect on your own life, okay? Yeah. So somebody once told me, like, Araba, the way your fronts are so small, how are you going to feed your kids? And you wonder why people go get plastic surgeries. Please control your mouth. Anyways, yes, so for me, for the longest time, I was not happy with my body. I used to pray to God about it. Like, there was this time, like, I will pray constantly, telling God, please just increase the size. Even if it's by 1 inch, I'll be great, I'll be good, I'll be perfect. And because of that, it affected a lot of things in my life. Like, I wouldn't go on stage for nothing. And this year, 2022, I actually decided to conquer one of my greatest fears, that is reading the Bible in front of the whole church, which I already did. I'm proud of myself, even though I said one word, one word wrong, but that was the beginning. It's like, and you realize the way you're insecure and you disqualify yourself, it's like you're not able to break through in so many areas of your life, because it's all about what will people think. Am I putting my best foot like forward? Do I look good? Am I okay? Am I appealing to watch? And it's oh god, it's exhausting. It's exhausting. And how did I overcome it? I'm not saying that there are days that I wake up and it's like, oh crap, God, why can't you add that 1 inch? I'm not saying that there are days that I do not wake up and it's like, but to be honest, once I adopted this strategy, the freedom that comes with it, I kid you not. I tell you, I just look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, Araba, see, you are not going to be that girl that walks in the room and everybody's like, oh my god, she's beautiful. You're not the most beautiful girl in the world. You're not the most eloquent girl. Like, you're not tall. I accepted the fact that I'm not these things, and it's totally fine. It's totally fine because God created me. He counted me as worth it. Like a whole God came down from his throne to come and die for me. That means like I am of value. Like I'm perfect the way I am. Like I accepted it. Like I totally accepted it. And it's like I accept it. It's like, yep, I'm not that girl with that long curly hair. I'm not that girl that looks like a Coke bottle, but I'm perfect. Me and my body, we are going to conquer so many great things, and I do not need anybody's validation for that. The validation I need, I already have it. That being, God came on earth, he was chastised and everything. He died for me. Like he exchanged his life for my life, and that is enough. And when I accepted it, it's like now like I walk around, I'm able to take pictures with people. At first I will not take picture with, I will not take a picture with anybody because it's like you see, oh, everybody's tall. There's like, oh, who's this little girl down there? There's like, oh, like I would not take pictures with anybody because it's like I'm always comparing and everything. And please, people, like try not to compare. When you're looking at somebody, look at them and see them and realize that that person is beautiful. But then when you try, it's like, oh, look at them, and it's like, okay, this person's beautiful, this person not beautiful. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. And why I was saying that this came at a perfect time is because of a post Solomon Bucci made that went viral and blew up. To be honest, when he posted that, I liked the video because I didn't read the caption. Then people were making videos about it. I was like, hey, I went to like the picture. Well, let me go read the caption. When I read the caption in the beginning, I was like, I'm not the most beautiful girl, neither are you the most intelligent girl. I'm going to paraphrase because I'm using my phone to film. Okay. When I read it, I was like, then I read the rest of the caption saying, what do you call it? I'm trying to remember certain things he said, but he said that but I'm not looking for the best, we are perfect for each other, and he's committed to her, blah blah blah. I'm going to put it on the screen. Okay, for me it wasn't a big deal. For me, I was like, I understood what he was trying to say. I wouldn't have started the caption like that, but that is just me. But I understood what he was trying to say. And it's like, I know Solomon Solomon from his previous posts, and he's somebody who advocates for a lot of things that I advocate for. So it's like, anywho, I just moved on, but it blew up. And when it blew up, what do you call it? A couple. So I had to free up some space. But when it blew up, a couple, Paul and Morgan, they made a video about it. I subscribed to them. Like, they say the brutal truth, but it's like, most of the things, okay, the things I've watched or the videos I've watched so far that they've made, I'm like, okay, I agree. Painful, but I agree. And they interviewed, what do you call it, Solomon Bucci, and I was like, I was never against his post in the first place because I understood where he was coming from and I knew him. Like I know his character for the previous post, or I can assume his character from the previous posts that he has been making about marriage, about gender roles and everything. It's like, okay, I think I know you. But yeah, they interviewed Solomon they interviewed Solomon, and I was like, this is so refreshing to hear you explain that. Not that you need to give me an explanation, but it was perfect for me. And I was like, this is the perfect time to make this video, and this video is actually going to be a series because I intended it to be a series in the first place. But from the video, he made me understand that, see, what do you call it, there are lots of men out there. The reason why a lot of marriages are failing is because there are lots of people looking for the best. They are not actually committed. They say that they are committed to their wives, they say that they are committed to their husbands, but it's like when something better comes to pass, it's like, okay, bye, hon. Like, and to me, it was so refreshing to hear that. And for his fiancée, it is refreshing for her as well, because it's like, you do not need to do certain things to earn the love of your husband if the man is actually committed. There are a lot of women who are treating their bodies, who are so exhausted, who are trying to prove themselves worthy of the love that, what do you call it, they're supposed to be receiving from their husbands, because their husbands aren't really committed. They are looking for the best, and the thing is that nobody can be the best. And when you go out there, you have to actually present your best foot forward to actually get that job or get that role or get that respect. But when you come home, home is supposed to be a place where it's like you can actually just be vulnerable and just be accepted the way you are. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say, but he's trying to tell her that, see, you do not need to have the biggest boob, you do not need to have the banging body, you do not need to what do you call it, be intelligent for me to love you. I'm committed to you and what you have and everything that you have. And to me, that is refreshing. It means that I do not need to, what do you call it, fight for his love. And what do you call it, in the African society, well, you need to, what do you call it, cook food, you need to cook fresh food, you need to wash the dishes, you need to wash everything, you need to for your husbands to respect you. But we are seeing a lot of husbands who their wives actually do that, but because they are not committed, they are looking for the best. It's like there's nothing their wives do that will actually satisfy them, or there's nothing their husbands will do that will actually satisfy them, because they are looking for the best next thing, and there will always be a best next thing. And to me, I don't want to be the best. It's exhausting being the best. And for me, I'm looking at the time, and for me, and what do you call it, my Christian walk with God, knowing that God is not looking for the best, it's like, so you mean I can be short and still do the work of God? Perfect. You mean I can have small boobs and still impact people? Oh, amazing, God, please use me. And it's really nice to know that you have a God who actually doesn't look at these things. Like, look at a lot of people in the Bible. God doesn't look at those kind of things he doesn't look for the best to, what do you call it, to elevate them. Anyways, to elevate them. And it's refreshing, because I'm sick and tired of trying so hard to do things just because I want to be the best. Aren't you exhausted, people? Aren't you exhausted? So if a man comes to tell me, Araba, you're not the most beautiful, you're not the most intelligent, but like, I'm committed to you, it's like, so does that mean when you see a girl who is more prettier than me, you're not going to chase them? Oh my gosh, that's amazing, because we need more men to tell us these things. Because like, we need committed men. We need committed men. And I don't know about you, but for me, it's just refreshing to know that I can be myself with my husband. I can make 1,000 mistakes with my speech. I can look ratchet. I can look not perfect and still be loved and be committed to. So that's what I wanted to talk about in this video. Oh my gosh, I'll have to do a lot of editing, but hopefully I'll be able to put the whole thing. But I hope you learned something from this video. Like, for me, it's like, yeah, I don't want to be the best, I don't want to be the most prettiest girl in the world at this video. And this is a series, and I think it's a 3-part series, and we are going to be learning more about this topic. But for me, it's refreshing and amazing. I don't need to get a master's degree and know 3 languages for God to use me. He uses me just the way I am, everything and all, and it's amazing to be loved by a God like that.